is Natalie. So, I want to jump on here real quick and share this with you guys. I've been getting a lot of questions about day of coordinator. Day of coordinator, day of coordinator. A lot of people are like, oh, my day of coordinator just came and just stand there. They didn't do anything. So, the day of coordinator typically coordinate the day, make sure everything is going to schedule, coordinate your vendor and all that great stuff. I know a lot of people need help, like the DIY brides, they need help setting up the day off. So some day of coordinator actually do that as well, but you will actually have to ask them. So do not assume because you hire a day of coordinator that person is going to be setting up your the course, because some people don't do that. Like myself, I don't do that at all because I don't want it to be confused as my design at all. So this is something that you'll need to ask before you sign a contract, because whatever is in the contract, that is what is going to be abide by the law. So do not just sign a contract with somebody thinking you paying them $800 to be a day of coordinator, and then they're going to be just doing all these stuff. And ask them what time they're going to be there, or let them know what time you're going to be there, and see if that's the best person for you. A lot of times people just sign contracts and don't ask questions and just assume. You cannot assume anything, okay? If you call me, I will ask you questions, because I know for a fact you don't do weddings all the time. This be your first and only wedding, so I will ask the necessary questions that I know is needed. But a lot of people will just sign your contract, send you a contract and just sign it and don't ask you anything. So is that person wrong to don't ask you all the necessary questions? No. What I tell everybody is this: there's a first day at work for everybody. A lot of people, it is their first day at work, or their first month, or their first year, and they just don't know all the answers. Somebody like me that been doing this for over 20 years, I know what to ask you. Yeah, I know, because the more experience you have, the more you'll get to know stuff, you know what I'm saying? The more stuff is going to happen, and you'll be like, oh my God, like next time I'm going to make sure I cover this before the event, or do this, you know what I'm saying? But you just cannot assume. You cannot assume. There is no such thing as assume. I assume you're going to do that. I assume the person do that. You cannot assume anything. There's no thing like assume. Is what I want.